What's up, everybody? I'm back. It's stupid hot outside. I'm not sure exactly how hot, but if I had to guess, I would say it's 500 degrees. The whole point of this adventure is to go out with my drone and get some photo or get some video of some of the local murals and try and take some pretty shots and all that. I've had this drone for like longer than a year. It's a Mavic Pro. I got it, like I pre-ordered it, so I've had it since a little bit after it came out. There was a big delay on it, blah blah blah. But I've really only used it a few times and never really taken any footage I liked. Of course, I didn't know what I was doing, and now I do. So I'm gonna go out there and see if I can't get some pretty stuff. Should be fun. I'm gonna go out to the river and probably gonna fly it over the river, which makes me kind of nervous, but hey, fuck it, you know. What's the point of having a photography drone if you don't get the good shots with it, right? So we're gonna do that and that kind of thing. Should be fun. So here we are in downtown Waco. I think I'm gonna stop right here in this parking lot and get out and start filming with the drone. To be able to get some really good shots of the buildings over there and maybe the silos over there. And it should be awesome. I also like this mural for the Waco Running Company and that little sign. So I'm gonna see if I can't get some good shots of that. Yeah, so that turned into quite the rabbit hole of a project. I got the footage back to the lab and started going through it, checking it out, and it kind of inspired me to go out and do another shoot. And then after that, it got me started on making like a highlight reel. So I realized that I needed some more footage, so I went out again. So in the end, I ended up doing 3 different recording sessions over 3 separate days, just to get everything I wanted, and I made a little bit of a highlight reel to music kind of thing. Here, check it out. Yeah, that was a great time. Really had a blast with that. I love producing these tiny little music reels. You know, I'll go out to these events and I'll shoot 3 or 4 hours of video and condense them down into these 3-minute reels. And you know, I just really enjoy doing that. I need to come up with some way to do long form stuff, but my attention span usually just doesn't allow it. But I am working on a documentary on local conventions, like comic book conventions and stuff like that. So I've got plenty of footage from that already. Also going to be at Geek Fest in Killeen. That's August 17th, 18th, and 19th, or something like that. So I'm going to shoot that as well. If you want to come down and hang out with us, we'll put you in the movies and have a good time. Yeah, nothing new going on with the bike really. Just keeps running like a top. No problems with it, but no upgrades either. I'm still thinking about maybe painting it, but I may be off. Might be a while before I do that, because I would like to do it myself, and I'll probably wait until the weather turns to shit before I do it. That way I don't miss out on any riding. This summer has just been a blast. I've put so many miles on the bike this summer, and just loving every damn minute of it. My tan is getting more and more ridiculous by the day, and my actual riding skills are improving pretty well. I've gotten really good at dodging all these fucking assholes that pull out in front of me, or just simply turn right in front of me without even ever noticing I'm there. I missed my turn, but that's okay. It just means that the ride is going to be a little bit more fun, because I can go down here. I'll tell you what, let's blast this bad boy off. How do you like that shit? That is the number one thing that just makes me the happiest about this bike over the Iron, is that the Iron, I would be struggling, and that thing is starting to give up on going any faster, and I haven't figured out where this one tops out at yet. It definitely tops out at faster than I have the balls to go. So that's nice. I mean, I've never had this thing in 6th gear with the throttle wide open, never once. On the Iron, 6th gear, or well, not 6th gear, 5th gear with the throttle wide open usually get me to about, if I'm going downhill, I might have been able to get to with the needle, but that's it. That's all it'll do. So that's a shame. And it definitely wouldn't do the 0 to 60 that this one does. Now, all that said, I still miss the Iron. I miss how light it was, and when I first got this bike, one of the things that I missed was being able to do really quick U-turns. But since then, I figured out how to do those on this bike, so that's not a problem anymore. I don't miss the shitty lean angle on the Iron. Like I've said a couple of times now, the lean angle on this bike is way better, and I don't really understand the logic or science behind it, but it is. Well, for one thing, the pipes on the Iron were the first thing to scrape when you're leaning on the right, and they would scrape tragically quickly. I mean, I don't even think you get 15 degrees before they start scraping. I did that the first day I bought the thing. which wasn't really a big deal for me then because I wasn't taking turns where I had to lean real far or where I wanted to lean real far. So that was fine with the iron, but it did become apparent towards the end of my ownership of the iron that the lean angle was kind of shit. So I'm glad for what I have at this point. It's nice. I miss the iron, but I love this bike. So that's all I got for you today. Be sure and smash that motherfucking like button and subscribe. If you find yourself in the Waco area on Wednesday nights at King's Landing on Valley Mills Drive, we get together. We have a bit of a gathering, me and the rest of the Oni-chan crew. We do a weekly show called the Power Hour that we shoot on Wednesdays, and we shoot a lot of other stuff as well. So come on down there, we'll put you in front of a camera and see what you can do. Stars have been born on Wednesday nights at King's Landing. Also, you should check out Oni-chan Productions' YouTube page. That's where we put all of our stuff that we film on Wednesdays, and there is an amazing amount of content there. Just loads and loads of stuff. Also, we have a Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/Oni-chan Productions. You go down there, we got stuff streaming all day long. And on Sundays at 5 p.m. Central Time on the Oni-chan Productions Twitch, I do a streaming show. It's called Streaming Pile of Shit. It usually lasts between an hour and 2 hours, and it's really just me being a weirdo. I'm trying to up the production values and just make something that looks cool because I like making stuff that looks good, but it doesn't always work out that way, and sometimes the whole thing turns to shit in what I like to think of as a beautifully disastrous way. So it's funny. Check it out. Don't forget to listen to our podcast. We've got Dumpster Fire Cinema, where me and Jordan talk about movies. We've got Very Dark, Very Quick, where me and Mike talk about all kinds of other stuff. We just dropped a new episode this week, so be sure to check that out. You can find those on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. And we also have Volk. Volk is a mole man. He lives in a cave, and he talks about his political opinions on just about everything. It's pretty funny stuff. The man, he doesn't think like you or I. You really just gotta see it to believe it, or hear it to believe it. So iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. Be sure and tune in next time where I will wrestle a bear for you on video, or maybe not. It just depends on the bear's availability. Anyways, peace out.